and welcome back to another video. My name is Shayla and today we're going to be reviewing another manga series. I promise the next one is a book, so don't be too disheartened if you're here for the book reviews and not the manga reviews. But today's manga is going to make me so sad because I am so sad this series came to a close. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about Tokyo Tarareba Girls. Let's go ahead and dive right in. In Tokyo Tarareba Girls, we follow three 33-year-old women who are failures in the love department. They've never been married, they haven't been in a serious relationship since their early 20s, and all they do is sit in a pub and drink and whine and complain about how lonely they are and all those kinds of things. When all of a sudden in walks this mid-20s guy. His name is Key, he's blonde, he's right there. And he basically calls them out on their behavior and names them the What If Girls. In this series, because these girls are drunk so often, we have the food that they order, named Liver and Milk, come to life and challenge their thoughts in their heads. And it's hilarious. I love this series so much. I know this doesn't land well for everybody though, so I am going to preface that right here. Rinko is the primary girl here. She is kind of at a crossroads in her career, in everything in her life. So it's kind of like a quarter life crisis, I guess you could say. Or a midlife crisis even, if you want to go that route. But she's only 33. I mean, technically a year older than that now. By the end of the series, she turns 34. So I'm the same age as Rinko right now. But anyways, Rinko is kind of just feeling a little lost. And so when this Key guy comes and challenges everything that she's about, she doesn't handle it very well. She kind of falls apart. And Key continues to be a prominent character who continues to challenge all three girls on the way they think about life and the people that they surround themselves with and their purpose in life. And when it comes to this series and how Akiko Higashimura chose to end things, I don't think she could have ended it any other way. I love what she was doing. I think it was really well done. I think it was really well thought out. And you can tell from this first volume to the last volume that she knew the whole story going through. There's so much depth hidden in all her comedy. That's one thing Akiko Higashimura thrives in. And not everybody loves this series, as I said, but I live for it. Maybe it's because I'm their same age and I can wholly relate to a lot of the things that they feel. But again, I thoroughly enjoyed this series. It is one of my all-time favorites. We stan Akiko Higashimura in this house. And she is my queen, and I love this so much. Now, Akiko Higashimura's art is very stylistic. And it's you can definitely tell an Akiko Higashimura work when you open it. She's fantastic. I really love her art style. So don't take that the wrong way that I say it's distinctive. Having a distinctive art style is not a bad thing. When it comes to her storytelling, that again is also very distinctive. If I'm comparing this to Princess Jellyfish, I do think overall Princess Jellyfish is a little more accessible for most people because not everybody's going to relate to the themes of this particular manga. And I've had some friends who have tried it and ended up not loving it, and I'm really sad about that. But I really think that this is going to be a deeper story than what most people think it is. And by the time I got to the end, I was crying. I was so emotionally invested in these characters, in this series, that I couldn't help myself from crying. I do plan on rereading the whole thing again soon, but I had to talk to you guys about this because when it comes to how she chose to end this, here, I'm going to hold up the final volume. The final volume was so satisfying. Even though it's shorter than the others, I felt so fulfilled by the time I finished reading it. I think it was fantastically done. I have no regrets on reading and investing in the entire series. It'll definitely remain prominently displayed in my collection, and I love it. I love it so much. And the resolution that these girls find in the end is this theme of loving yourself, loving who you are, and the right person will love you anyway. Because that's really the truth when it comes down to it. I think that's probably why this is such a personal series for me, is because, you know, I did this kind of a journey just earlier in my life. I did this in my late 20s rather than my early 30s, where I was divorced, my life was falling apart, and I didn't know how to pick up the pieces. And so I was just kind of floating and meandering through life. And then I kind of got my crap together, and I learned that being me was okay. Someone will love me for being myself. I don't have to be what I believe people expect me to be. And I don't have to settle for anything less than someone who loves me wholly and completely. And I am happy to proudly say that I found that person for me. And he's wonderful, and I just want to cry thinking about it. But I'm going to try to hold it together here because I still have more videos to film after this. But you guys, this series is so solid. It's so good. I highly recommend that you check it out. And yes, please stand Higashimura with me. So friends, thank you so much for checking out this video. I hope with all my heart that you will give Tokyo Tarareba Girls a try, and I hope you end up loving it like I did. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.